insemination prior to mitosis. The Mars essence must climb up to the first chakra, igniting the fire in the fireplace to roast the chestnuts, and then upwards to the second chakra of the water element, symbolized by the moon as a silver crescent moon, and is associated with the sacral region called the golden womb in both women and men, also called the cosmic egg, the virgin goddess. Sound familiar? This is the true origin of the Virgin Mary, Mother of God, the golden womb that nurtures the fiery God essence to birth and give light to it. The light, which is the fire element of the third solar plexus chakra that emerges after being gestated and baptized in the womb. This is not Mary of Magdala or Mary the mother of Jesus Christ, but simply the meaning of the second Svadhisthana chakra, then onwards to the third fire solar plexus chakra, where the light shines in order to be bright, not burn, thus being a light for others. Then onwards to the fourth, and so on, activating each one with the fiery Mars essence, which can only be done and tamed with love of self and others, and, as it does so, releases the smoke from the incinerated old energies, thoughts, and emotions associated with each chakra. The fiery Mars essence crawls like this, or swims, all along the spine, incinerating and releasing old smoke like a chimney until it arrives at the third eye, where it engorges the good godfish essence into the pineal gland, blending the spinal Mars godfish fluid with the pineal gland, forcing it to burst open like a pine cone, once closed, but now alive and open, and transforming it from a calcified pea to a crystalline emerald, iridescent and shiny like a Christmas tree. The secreted fish oil from the pineal gland, called by the Greeks Jesus Christos or the Jesus Christ, can only be generated if the fiery Mars essence is consciously awakened in the first place. If you activate your pineal gland, you are rewarded with this divine fish oil Jesus Christ fluid, which now begins to flow through the claustrum of the brain like a holy gift, which is where we get the claws in Santa Claus. If the pineal gland is not activated, the fire is never ignited in the fireplace, and all one gets or becomes is a lump of coal. But if activated, the oil flows back down the chimney of the spine to revisit every chakra, dissolving with its infallible divine truth the status quo of social lies and the sterilizing paradigms of religious retardation, dissolving all the spiritual, mental, and psychological conditionings aimed to make one blind, deaf, and dumb to truth, but worst of all, their inner truth, like a snake's venom to a body's muscles. The reason Christians fear the serpent, and why Jesus Christ's favorite and often repeated saying was, "Be ye wise as serpents," for the serpent's venom is akin to salvation for the one who tames and attains it, but the literal damnation of the Christian faith, which is no faith, but all a lie, thus incompatible with the lie-dissolving truth venom represented by the serpent oil of Jesus Christ, making the Christian Savior Jesus Christ a true snake oil salesman, but emphasis on the truth, thus emboldening you to be fearless, out, loud, and proud, and where at the fourth green heart Anahata chakra, which is in the middle between 3 above and 3 below, but also as the heart extends to the arms, also the right and left, and the front and back. From the front, one sees a cross with the rose in the middle, which form the center of the Rosicrucian belief. From the side, there is a fire that extends from the chest, and as the brain, heart, and body entirely function on electricity, and all their currents meet at the central electromagnetic power plant of the heart, known to be electrically stronger and more saturated with the same neurons present in the brain. An arch of pulsing energy waves protrudes from the back like a fish's dorsal fin, or better yet, the more intelligent and mythical dolphin, which was Jesus Christ's original appellation, Jésus le Dauphin, Jesus the dolphin, and the reason we call the spinal region behind the heart the dorsal. This is all unlocked through the conscious power of love. And true consciousness is not defined by knowledge, facts, or wisdom learned from books, schools, society, or laws, rules, and sins you were made to memorize, live by, and impose on others, which tell you how to be. True consciousness is based on first-hand lived experiences that form the basis of your personal, independent intellect and your power for critical self-thought based on who you are, not how others tell you to be. Thinking for yourself and learning from your life gives you courage and freedom, while living by someone else's way of thinking and the knowledge that is true for them breeds in oneself fear and loathing. One can only break the original seed of life with fearless courage, like a seedling confronts the tough earth and rocks to bloom into the mighty oak, or stay forever confined in the protective shell of society's easily burstable bubble of lies. Love of self. Love yourself, which can only be done if you accept your nature, because nature is your divine inheritance, while ego is nurtured by society. Society loves to define and labelize this nature in order to regulate and demonize. While your nature is your divine inheritance, and when bloomed and blossomed, is the very revelation of God's truth. One is false, the other truth, and the true truth is always going to be radical, taboo, and by the very force of its godly nature, can't be confined, especially by anything dealing with society, because society wants to condition the truth out of you with all its demonizing lies, because it's easier to control a herd of heteronormative, spiritually retarded, and cognitively sterilized Christian thugs than shepherds, legitimately born again. Because not only is Christmas a retelling of pineal gland activation, but its activation is also called the second coming of Jesus Christ, which is possible for you, right here, right now, but only if you follow the secret, hidden true teaching of the Jesus Christ, which was the topic of the real and world-renowned person who desired to establish schools of this teaching, not religions of malicious, predatory, occulting priesthoods, as outlined in his Magia Jesu Christi, which was his codex containing all this knowledge known as serpent science. That's right. The true meaning of Christmas, that is to say, the true knowledge of the conservative Christian Christmas agenda, is the forbidden fruit of the tree of knowledge, and Jesus Christ ate from it, and wanted you and all of us to eat from it. And you shouldn't fight this, because the heart and blood of the pagan serpent knowledge already flows through you. You just didn't know it. Because all Christians are pagans, but not all pagans are stupid. I mean, dumb. You get the idea. And if there ever were a time to celebrate and put to practice this knowledge of the lie-dissolving truth venom of the serpent of Jesus Christ, it would be as the ancients did with Saturnalia, and upon its astronomical commencement, January 20th. And for almost all of us, the first lie dissolved in the truth venom of the divine serpent would be the sign you think you are, giving way to the sign you truly are. And until next time, trust and believe that it is okay to be you, the most beautiful you, there ever was, there is, and that there ever will be, because you are not a story that can be told twice, and there will never again be a stage for you to perform but this one, right here, right now. So be you, the most beautiful you.